Happy New Year! Woo!
Happy
Yay! So listen, we are so excited to be with you this morning, live from Orlando, Florida. My name's Lesley Powers, and I'm the Senior Vice President here at Avant Healthcare. And I have the beautiful and talented and gorgeous Lisanne with me this morning, and we're going to chat with her in just a moment to find out about her Avant journey and the reasons she's here with us now. But first of all, Happy New Year. And I'm not sure about you, but I could not be happier to see 2021 start and have 2020 behind us. There's lots and lots going on here at Avant, not least of all, many of our nurses getting vaccinated against COVID. Our CEO, Sherry, is going for her vaccination today. So she'll be able to come to you firsthand and tell you about that experience. And we want to start the year with some excitement. We have huge things going on this year, and we are hoping that you will join us on your journey. So to get you prepped and inspired and motivated, Lisanne has joined us this morning. And Lisanne is from Jamaica, the gorgeous island of Jamaica.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Been one time, that's all, to recruit.
You must.
Well, more than once, actually. And then we started to talk to the customs guys, and they said, "Why are you here?" And we said, to recruit some nurses. And they said, "Don't take them all." So we took quite a lot, and then we had a break, but now we're back again, so it's good. So Lisanne, it's lovely to have you this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So why are you here in Orlando? What are you doing?
Well, I'm here to be an international nurse.
Awesome. And so Lisanne is married to Fabian, and she has a little boy called Leon James, who's 3. And we were just chatting. I had no idea that kids go to school at 2 in Jamaica.
Yes, they call it tiny twos.
So cute.
Yes. So originally it's at 3, but if they're capable of going at 2, there are schools that have tiny 2 programs that they can go and develop them from early.
Yes, so cute. It's so cute. So why did you first of all become a registered nurse?
Okay, so at the age of about 12.
12. Okay.
Yes, my brother is a known sickler. And so initially I wanted to be a teacher because my primary school teacher, Mrs. Crosby, I loved her, I admired her so much. And then when I was in grade 3, I loved Miss Thomas. She is my grade 3 teacher, and I just wanted to be a teacher. And then when I was 12 years old, my brother, who was a sickler, he became very ill. I believe he was always ill, but I was younger, not quite understanding what's happening. But at 12, I understood. He was in a lot of pain, and I was just there over him all the time. He was hot. We didn't have a fan or anything, so I would just be fanning him. And then he had to take his medication for his joint pain, but they weren't working because he's on tablets and not injections, so they weren't working as quickly. So he'd have like a 30-minute pain before it really started to wear away. And then I said to him one day, "What do you want me to do, or what can I help? What makes you feel better?" And he's saying that I remember he said that when he went to the hospital, the nurses made him feel better. And I said, "I'm going to be a nurse because I want to make my brother feel better." Little did I know that you would get such great satisfaction
From taking care of people.
From actually hearing a patient with not your relative say to you, "Thank you for making me better. You made me feel good." Or just to say, "You're here today. I'm so happy you're here." That's the best feeling ever.
Well, I tell you, I think if you walked into my room, I would be extremely excited to see you. She has this beautiful calmness about her. And I mean, not to mention, look, fantastic hair. I so wish I could do hair like that, but I can't. And, I think I'm an RN as well, and I think many of us have a similar story, that we have family or friends who went through something, and there's that desire to just help people, and now you're here to help in the US.
Right.
So why did you not choose the UK or somewhere else? Why America for you? What was the reason for that choice?
I don't think it was planned. Like I said, I'm going to go to America. It wasn't planned. I have good friends back home, and they encourage me that you need to go further. You're a good nurse. You need to go on a program. And I'm not sure, I've never investigated, but they said, you need to go in an international program. Let's go to the US and be the best that you can be. And there's a particular nurse who used to work in the operating theater with me, Sean Cunning, and he's an amazing
Sean,
nurse.
shout out to Sean. Woohoo!
He's an amazing nurse. And I remember he said to me, Lazan, you need to sign up with Avance. Do that program. I believe he had someone who was on the program, and he was explaining to me the structure of the program, the way they send you the content, the way you're able to study with the content, and I believe he knew more in depth than I know now, but I didn't understood back then. The way it's so designed for you to pass, you must succeed, because as long as you stay on the structure. And the guide that they sent to you, you are destined to succeed. And I think he knew that, and that's why he wanted me to be on a structured program.
And he knew you, so
yes.
he knew that would work for you, which is good. Well, Sean, thank you for giving us Lazan. We appreciate your confidence in our program, and we were just chatting about you and your career journey. So I hope you're watching today. So we really appreciate any referrals. It's a huge thing when people refer to our program, and the trust that means that you have in us. So how's it been? How's the experience with Avant been so far? Really?
I'm going to be honest. My first 2 weeks were not good, but it had nothing to do with
here in Orlando.
It had to do with a personal thing, and being separated so quickly, so abruptly. I love my country. I love where I work. I love my co-workers. They go to the Anota Bay Hospital. I love them. And it was kind of quick, because in the end it happened just quickly.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And then that abrupt change
separation
kind of just hit me, and it kind of took me about a good 2 weeks to settle. But at least for that 2 weeks, we were quarantined because of what's happening now. So for that 2 weeks, I wasn't in class socializing with others. I was quarantined. But then at the end of that 2 weeks, when I realized that no, I've been down for too long, I need to pull myself out. And I picked myself up and I said, okay, this is your time to learn, your time to settle, your time to focus in order to prepare myself for my family, and to go out.
Yeah. So we are quarantining right now.
Yes.
So when you arrive in Orlando, we have 2 weeks of quarantine in the apartments. And then after that, the nurses then come into the office for the clinical piece of the program. And how's the clinical been? Because you're in your last week and you're just about to leave us. You do? Good.
I love it because I love to learn. And that's just a personal thing. I love to know, I love to understand. I like rational, I like patterns. I like to understand how it works so that I'm able to perform better. And the clinical, it emphasizes things that you would have already known as a nurse, and it's not teaching you. It's not, oh, you're not a good nurse, so now let's teach you how to be a good nurse. It's no, you're here because you're a good nurse.
Exactly.
So now that you're a good nurse, let us focus, zoom in on the things that Americans zoom in on. Because internationally, it's different everywhere.
Absolutely, especially in the OR.
Exactly.
Especially in the OR.
And I'm working OB.
Oh, wow!
Yes, because I did midwifery.
Very cool.
Yes, so now I have both experience. And then that's it for me. I was mostly in OR. And then I did a little bit of OB, except for an entire year when I was doing it for an entire year. But then when I came here, listen, Candice has been amazing. And I feel as though I've been doing OB forever.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's not because, oh, I know so many things. It's just because she emphasizes so much on the point that I need to know. And because of that focus and the way how it's broken down and the content that I would have done, because online courses were sent to me before. So I would have been reading the online courses. So when I came here and she was emphasizing, I was understanding much better the way how it works here in comparison to how it works back home.
Well, my anticipation is after quarantine and COVID, there's going to be a lot of babies coming. So I think there's going to be a lot of babies being born. And Lazan is going out to Alabama. It's a brand new client. I think you're our first nurse going out there, actually. And this client has been, they're so excited about the program, and they're so excited to have you. Some of the sweetest people that we've certainly had experience with. So we just wish you all the best. And it really has been I kind of have goosies about your story because to have a family member like your brother who was struggling so much with sickle cell, which is very common in Jamaica, right? It is something that you see.
Yeah.
We don't see as much here, and certainly where I grew up, we didn't see that as much. And to really have that desire to make a difference, I'm expecting great things from you. And OB here in the US is an area that is so focused on customer service.
Yes.
And so focused on the patient experience.
Yes.
And it is a revenue generator for the hospital because it's a well admission. You know, you're not sick, you're coming to have this gorgeous experience. And I would be more than happy for you to deliver any baby of mine. And it's really just been a huge pleasure to have you here. And I expect to see your name on Daisy Awards and all kinds of things. You have a great, great attitude and heart. And just thank you so much for sharing with us today. And I think Lizanne said something really key, that you know, she's here to be the best that she can be. And, you know, that's not to say that the countries you're working on, you are the best where you are. And what the US gives you the experience of is the best of what's next. And we are looking for nurses that have a desire to grow, to have a desire to advance their careers. And if that is you, then we want you to call us, go online, apply online, Facebook us, however you want to get to us, and talk to us about what your career goals are. 2021 is the year. I always say to people, if you never start, you're never going to be here. The US is not the quickest process. Lizanne was telling me she took a break and she's still here in 2 years. And so it's not the fastest process, but you have to begin somewhere. So make a decision, good old New Year's resolutions, and apply today. And we are looking this year for over 1,000 nurses to join our program. And we do have limited spots. And so you need to get in now. So apply today online or on Facebook. I answer most of the Facebook questions, keeps me current. So if you're on Facebook, you're probably talking to me. And it really is just been great to spend time with you this morning. And it's a new year, and maybe it's a new you this year. And it's time to realize maybe that little still small voice that's been like, go to the US, go to the US, come with Avant. And so we want you to listen to that and think about your goals for this coming year. So we couldn't have had a better ambassador this morning. So thank you for joining us. Hi, Fabian. Hi, Leon James. We're going to see you guys soon. And safe travels to you and all the success in the world. So we're just so thankful that you spent time with us this morning. So Happy New Year, everybody. And watch this space. We're going to be back for a lot more Facebook Live this year in 2021 with Avant Healthcare.